Hi, friends. I'm Katie.
And I'm Lauren, and welcome to Okay, But Did You Know? A podcast where we talk about the TV and media that we love with a friend who's never seen it before.
Today, we're recapping and chatting about Bob's Burgers, Season 12, Episode 17, The Spider House Rules, and Episode 18, Clear and Present Ginger. As always, let's start off with our synopsis for Episode 17, The Spider House Rules. Louise's siblings and friends discuss with her about her fascination with dangerous activities. She finds a spider on her loft bed and befriends it, leading to her parents insisting that it has to go outside. Louise unsuccessfully tries to let the spider go in the alley and sneaks her back inside. Her siblings discover the pet spider when they find Louise catching flies to feed her. Phoebe the spider escapes from her box and the Belcher kids search the apartment for her. She finds the spider in her parents' room as well as her parents. They try to get her out from the bed frame while reminding Louise that they love how she is adventurous and unique. Meanwhile, Bob deals with the lack of friends he has in his life. He messages an old acquaintance and tries to make plans to hang out. He is added to a dad friend group text, and his phone starts blowing up. He struggles to get himself to join the group on an outing and stays home to help with the spider. What did you get for the vacant storefront?
Takes one to mow one landscaping supplies.
And the pest control truck.
Boom goes the dying mite. I like that one.
I like that one too. It's boom goes the dynamite, but dying, that's smart. That's
a good one.
You have burgers.
There are 2 burgers is what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think. The Rib Long and Prosper burger.
And of course, that's a play on the phrase "live long and prosper," originating from Star Trek, as Lauren holds up her fingers.
Yes.
As the true lesbian that she is.
In the correct way. Okay?
I know,
palm out, not palm back. Palm out.
I love that I make a lesbian joke. You're like, but I'm doing it right.
I'm doing the few things about Star Trek that I know.
That was fucking great.
But yes, we are also showing my dexterity as the good lesbian that I am. Are you happy?
That's what I was talking about. I'm like, oh, look at that finger strength, and you're just like, but I'm doing it right. That was great.
Is this basically a dick pic? Like, what are we talking about?
Could I title that? You know, it's basically a lesbian dick pic.
Here's the thing. At this point, I think we stopped caring about being SEO friendly.
I know, I'm just dying though.
As long as the episode...
basically a lesbian dick pic.
Because here's the thing. As the sole proprietor and standards and practice department, I don't give a fuck.
We still have another burger.
We do. The What We Do in the Shadows burger.
For What We Do in the Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
So the title is a reference to the 1999 drama film, The Cider House Rules. I don't know what that is.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I never have. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. I was only 5. Can't help you there.
Oh, okay.
This is the first episode since the season 8 premiere, Brunch Squatch, to feature a co-directing credit between 2 directors.
Okay.
In a minute.
Yeah.
A ghost boy graffiti tag originating in the landship is visible on a dumpster in the alley in the montage of Louise doing dangerous things with her siblings. In one scene, Jean is seen reading a comic called Chimp Blimp Saves the Imps, a further appearance of a Chimp Blimp franchise that first manifested itself with a poster in his room.
I did actually catch the poster in his room this time.
This is the first episode in which the Belcher's laundry closet is showcased.
Oh, yeah. In-unit laundry. It's nice.
Yeah. Louise's initial name for Phoebe is Winona Spider, named after the actress, of course, Winona Ryder. I thought that was a better name, personally. Yeah. But I also love Winona Ryder. Who doesn't? Yeah. She's up there with Christina Ricci. Like, I love them both so much.
Mm-hmm.
The burger of the day, What We Do in the Shadows burger, is a reference to the 2014 horror mockumentary, What We Do in the Shadows. And of course, one of the main cast members, Christian Shaw, also appears in the show.
Yep.
And Jean mistakes Cliff for Clifford the Big Red Dog from the children's franchise.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that, I don't know in how many iterations, but however, the girl in that cartoon, when they did an animated series, is voiced by Greta Lyle.
Really?
That woman does everything.
Yeah.
And like, she's like with her voice, the more you learn, like, because like there's there's voice actors that like do a couple of camps, one that do a bunch of voices, some that like just do their own voice, and some that no matter how many voices they do, they still sound like themselves. She's in that camp. Is like once you start learning how many voices she does and like everything, I'm like, oh, you can't unhear it.
It's like Kristen. Like you hear her voice everywhere.
Because like she doesn't really do much with her voice. Her voice is kind of always the same. Kind of like I feel like the same camp as Grey Delisle is like Alex Brightman in that he does a million voices, but you can still tell it's him.
Like, cause I'm in agreement with that one. But I have 5 lines.
I have 7.
Let's go. You're back on it.
All right. Smashing a mirror is not dangerous. It's called fun.
It's just your fun sometimes involves things that terrify me.
I had that one. We'll figure out another way to make friends with an airplane.
Louise, don't smash mirrors because they don't deserve that. I mean, they taunt you every day, don't they? They really do.
I'm going to go in the kitchen where everyone likes me. Well, the dishwasher doesn't like you. Yeah, I know.
I know. That was my next one. Yeah, and if they come inside our home or restaurant, then we kill them. Lovingly.
And then I need everyone's laundry. Also, everyone feel free to learn how to do laundry.
You sound really into it. I'm excited to grow up.
Look at you, middle-aged buddies. Are you going to talk about documentaries and how often you get up at night to pee?
Don't we do that?
I mean, I don't talk about how often I get up at night to pee, which doesn't happen.
I feel like we've had a discussion about like the bathroom enough, though.
Well, we definitely have had discussions in the bath, like about and inside the bathroom.
I'm out of lines, by the way. I'm sorry.
Oh, I have one more. Ear, nose, throat, all the openings. That's not all of them.
How did I miss that one?
I don't know.
I need to rewatch the episode. Hold on. How did I miss that one?
I don't know how you missed that one. It was closer to the end, I think.
That's probably why.
But yeah. Well, talking about, I mean, we don't talk about documentaries that often unless like we watch like a really good one.
Yeah, because I think the last one we talked about was when you watched Manosphere.
Yeah, it's like I said, the ones we talk about are like the ones that are like either true crime or just ones that make us angry or about cults.
Always the cults.
Cult documentaries are interesting, and that's how I learned that a major one's headquarters is by where I grew up.
It's okay. We have a rule with my new work where no potty mouth or whatever, or something. And something was said today, and one of my coworkers, she's very sweet, grew up Mormon, and one of her friends who also grew up in that like area of fun. I was dying today because he looked at her and just goes, "Remember your roots." I died. I was like, that is fucking great. I'm using that.
Remember your roots.
Remember your roots. Remember where you come from. Behave. And I'm just like, oh God. It was fucking
I'm
funny.
sure, yeah. As I say, so my roots, we don't got any of that. That's not a problem for us.
No. Y'all have other issues. That you
But I have Jusurance, so there's always that.
Did you just say?
Have I never told you that?
No.
Oh, this is something that again that Becca claims I said when we were like 12, and I don't remember it, but I also don't doubt her. Yeah, I think we're talking about like as kids want to do when like the social studies unit starts talking about like religions and stuff and belief systems, and like that's like when you actually start talking about like belief in like heaven and hell and stuff. And Judaism doesn't believe in a hell. So at some point in my middle school age self, I called it having Jusurance.
So instead of you guys being worried about going to hell, you just deal with, histories of the shame.
I mean,
instead,
I'm just going to say this. I can't entirely discount the theory that other religions persecuted us because they have hell and we don't, and they're just jealous we're too cool for that. Someday,
I'm so happy you're my friend.
Some days, seriously, my brain is making up for the fact that I could barely get through my synopsis. The comedy is on point tonight.
It really is. I need to catch up somehow. I'm like, this caffeine needs to like make it to my brain because damn.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
I'm doing it, but
it makes my brain just decided to do the thing of like connecting a sound to another sound. Have you seen the clip from Smosh?
Maybe.
Where they have to try and make their friend laugh or whatever, and they have Angela running back and forth, and what's her face comes out, and she's like, "Go, baby, go!"
I don't think I've seen that one.
So she's sitting there, and so they're trying to make the one guy laugh. I'm pretty sure he's queer, but they have Angela running, and she comes out with like one of the other ones. I can't remember her name. Comes out, and she's like, "Go, baby, go!" And she just looks at him. She goes, "She's into girls, so we're making her run." She says she likes girls, so we're making her run. And I don't know why. It made me just think.
I don't know.
I'm sleep deprived.
We all are.
I'm sleep deprived and overdosed on caffeine. Anyways, the spider was very fitting.
Yeah, for Louise learning a lesson about how liking different things doesn't make her a bad person.
Yeah, I love that as you can see, the loft bed
Yes
is here to stay. I love when it's just like the ice cream machine and things like that, like Bob's tattoo.
Yes, well, it's Linda's thing. I mean, the laundry was the whole thing, but her thing, whatever she said about changing sheets on the loft bed, it's like, oh, it makes it real easy. Whatever what she said. Having grown up with a loft bed, can confirm it is a minimum 2-person job to change sheets on a loft bed.
My daughter used to have a loft bed, and it was not easy to change those sheets at all.
Nope.
I hated like every second of it. So like if my other child wants a loft bed, that's debatable. I don't know if I'm gonna do that again.
No, I wouldn't. It's like, and like I've told the story before about where my loft bed came from. It was very lovingly put together by my father, he did all this. We're talking the early 2000s, before really Google kind of took off in printing things. So he went to the library and he got books on how to build these things, and he figured it out and he did it himself. It was a labor of love, but oh God, and he built it. It did not come down. That thing was very, very safe. But oh boy, was I happy when it came down.
I bet.
I had it for like 10 years, and like there comes a point when climbing up into bed stops being cool.
There does reach a point for that. I have to agree. I feel like everything with Bob is a little bit relatable too.
Yeah, they're realizing he didn't necessarily have friends, and then he reaches out to the guy, and he gets getting added to a group chat you want to mute. Can relate wholeheartedly.
Oh my God, I refuse group chats that I can stay out. Like if I can stay out of that group chat and not have to be in it, I will do everything I can.
I'm in a couple right now that I have muted, because one of them, it's mostly quiet until like 2 people start going off. And then the other one is a group that is also mostly quiet until just like something has happened, and then everyone's in it for like a good hour. And the last time I had to put it on mute, it was because I literally could not take 2 steps in the grocery store without my watch buzzing.
The last time I was in like a group chat like that was the one where we met.
Yeah, I had that one on mute a lot.
Yeah, I ended up doing the same. But as of right now, I have one group chat and one group chat only, and that is with you and Sammy. And that one doesn't go off very often because we end up just calling each other.
It's just faster. If we're all texting, it's just faster.
It's just easy. If we're all sitting there texting and no one's at work, it's like, let's just go. Let's just go ahead and start. It's usually not us.
No, I was gonna. Sammy,
it's just
Sammy's a big fan of the unsolicited FaceTime.
I'll be in the middle of anything and I look down. I'm like, oh, Sammy, because it's never you or me. It's Sammy.
Well, because I would always ask before starting one.
Yeah, no, that's not how Sammy works.
Which is fine.
No, we love.
And like,
Sammy.
if we can't answer, we just can't answer, and we tell you why.
Yeah, that's how that works.
But it was.
This is not a complaint, Sammy.
But
please keep going with the unsolicited
we like the
calls.
We like that, because honestly, sometimes the unsolicited FaceTime that turns into just the 2 of us is sometimes the only time we talk that week.
I know, because I've gotten so busy, but it's so funny how that always happens for us. As Sammy calls us, we talk for a little while, because then they usually tend to have to go, and next you know, you and I are just like, hello.
Let's talk for the next 4 hours.
Exactly. Sammy is keeping our friendship alive.
But one thing I kept writing down this episode was like, I get it. It's about a spider. I understand. But can we stop zooming in on the animated spider, please? Like, this is the fucking spiders from The Hobbit again. Why?
No. Phoebe was not as bad.
I don't care. Honestly, after the time that a spider came down from the top of my booth into my face recently, I'm all out on spiders. I'm aware they have a place in our ecosystem. I'm aware they have, a purpose in life. I'm still gonna suck them up with the vacuum. I don't care.
As Linda says, we kill them lovingly.
Very lovingly. Into the vacuum it goes. Unless it fights me, and then it gets a less loving way to go.
Look, I'm from Georgia. We have brown recluses here. Spiders die.
Oh. Because the spiders
have you seen
the spiders I see in my apartment more often than not always jump scare me. One came down from the ceiling in my shower. In the shower.
Okay, but like I was showering like a week or 2 weeks ago, like actively like washing my hair or something, and I had reached over for something, and I guess my arm had hit my shower curtain, and I looked down and I'm like, what is on my, like, freaking out because something felt weird. I looked down, it was a spider. Uh-huh. I freaked out. Like I said, this is great for Louise.
Yeah, she had a buddy.
This is fitting.
But maybe
for
she
Louise.
have human friends too.
I mean, she has Millie and Ruby.
Ruby's different show.
I know what I'm talking about.
It's not Steven Universe. But yeah, I was like, I'm with Bob. Maybe try making a human friend, less spider friend. Because
well, they won't let them have a pet, so
for good reason.
She tried really hard to take good care of Phoebe.
She did. I will give her that. She showed some responsibility. However, if you let that family get a pet, Linda's going to be adopting one of the raccoons.
Little King Trashmouth deserves a dog bed. I'm just saying.
In the alley, not in the house.
And this is why we'll never live together.
Like, with a big enough space, if it's like a raccoon that like you say from an animal shelter that has been like raised by humans its whole life, sure. We're not adopting one from.
So you're saying I can have a baby,
not from the outside,
but I can have a baby raccoon
if it's always been around humans. At that point, it's so different than a cat.
As if we're ever gonna live together,
we need it. We need a duplex that has multiple bathrooms, multiple kitchens, and I would need a space far enough from you that
so we're gonna get like a duplex and just put a door in the middle.
Yeah. What we need is 2 houses next to each other with an enclosed bridge.
There we go.
We need like,
but it's got to have like patio seating too.
Well, yeah. So okay, so the center basically it's a we've got a bridge because we need a connection from both levels because obviously we're both gonna have to. This is how we're planning this. We're saying this as if we could ever afford fucking property.
I know, right? Pay us, guys.
We have 2 houses with an enclosed bridge, and then underneath that is like a
in case we don't want to deal with stairs.
Exactly. And then so we have an in-ground pool that is enclosed that we have access to from both sides.
I like that.
That way we can open the doors, we can hang out there if we want to, if it's a nice day, or we can just hang out by the pool.
It could be like a middle pool and just put Sammy behind, like,
there we go.
We'll turn the 800 miles triangle into like, 50
yeah, it's
feet.
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Our long distance friendships don't suck at all. So what did you rate this one?
I did give it 8s for plot and character because like I enjoyed watching Bob struggle with the group chat thing and like realizing he doesn't need like friends. Because like when you're an adult, it's also like I thought about this, when you're as an adult, your definition of friends changes, and not every friend needs to be like a ride or die. Like when you're a kid, it feels like, or when you're younger at least, it feels like to call somebody a friend, like they have to be like a close person, like with you, like someone like a friend is only like somebody that like, you could call at the moment's notice if you need anything. I have a lot of people I would consider friends at varying levels of closeness. That like other people I probably would consider some of them acquaintances. Like there's some people that I really only see at.
I like to use the word acquaintance quite often.
Like, or I say like someone that I'm friendly with. I usually like to say that because there's people that like I see at karaoke. I've got I would consider her a friend. We've had a lot of like nice like long conversations, but like my friend that lives up in Albany, like I mostly only see her when she comes down for that karaoke, and so we meet up for dinner, we go get karaoke, we hang out. Like I went to her birthday. Like you don't have to like there are people that I would call acquaintances that like I only see like at specific events and don't really like talk to that much. But like if I have a very specific place where I see you and we talk a lot and we have a good time, I still consider that a friend, even if it's not like super close. So I think it's okay to have different levels of friends. I did give it a 6 for personal just because spider.
Yeah, you're not big on the spider.
So I got 22.
That's okay. I gave 8s across the board, so it's a 24. So like we're not far off on that one. But we're going to talk more about friends in a moment.
Very much.
More about adult friendships. But like very specifically, you know, adult women friendships. I say women, you know.
No,
what I mean.
no, but I agree. There's something very specific about female friendships.
Yeah, there really is. But now we have episode 18, Clear and Present Ginger. Linda lies to her sisters that she can't help her because Ginger is coming over to hang out. Ginger's car breaks down on the way and unfortunately has to cancel. Linda calls Gail and invites her over. Gretchen stops by as well, and Linda invites her to join in on girls' night. Ginger then calls to tell Linda her car is running again and she is on the way and she has to figure out how to get the other two to leave. Gail overhears Linda on the phone again and discovers her lies. The ladies leave angrily and Linda feels guilty. She goes to Gretchen's apartment to apologize to her and Gail and has Ginger meet them there so that they all can hang out. Meanwhile, Nat comes by to drop off the costumes for the rest of the Belcher family to participate with her in the Limo-vitational. Limo-vitational.
Uh-huh.
I'm leaving that in.
Do it.
A fundraiser for the Children's Hospital. She informs the family that she really wants to win to impress the new woman she is seeing. They get through the first 2 parts of the event, but Tina gets upset and locks herself in the bathroom. Bob talks her through her feelings over if she will get a date or not for her real prom, and they win the competition. What'd you get for the vacant storefront?
Take me out to the ball gown, sporty formal wear.
Which I'm sure they did with the pun for this one to go along with the whole like prom theme with the limbo stuff and to pest control truck.
Dr. Weevil.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. You have your favorite combination.
I have 1 burger. So we have 3 for the whole.
You have 3 burgers.
3 burgers. That's a bad inflection that I will explain to you not on the podcast. I don't think I've ever actually explained that story to you. I will do that later.
Okay, because that was funny.
Hang on, the story gets worse, but this is not for the podcast.
It's not story time.
That's not. Yeah, that inflection's not story time. But yeah. So we have the celebrate good times. Come on, burger, which is hard to say.
It is hard to say, and also, please don't put celery on my burger.
Correct. Yes, celery is just crunchy, bitter water. Don't do it.
It is. So the title is a reference to the 1994 movie Clear and Present Danger. The title was previously used for a burger of the day in season's 8 Sit Me Baby One More Time. This episode features Ginger's second physical appearance and the first outside of a flashback at her present age. And an ad for Reggie's Deli and the Tood appears at the Bog Harbor Speedway.
Okay.
I have 5 again. 1, 2. Yeah, I have 5.
I also have 5.
Oh, I'm going first. Is fancy businessman code for mid-level cocaine dealer?
Yes, it is. Would you let a couch eat Gene? I worry you would.
If you spill, it's going to burn your penis, Bob.
Raising money for people who can't afford limo rides. Raising money for people who can't afford limo rides? Actually, it's for the Children's Hospital. Oh, yeah, that's better.
I haven't eaten yet, so I should at least have wine in my stomach before I drink.
Someone's tidy and whitey and looking alrighty.
Linda, you know me. I can have a little poison.
Welcome to the Limo Invitational, the biggest night in limo racing. Also, the only night in limo racing.
Hey, is that Mom leaving that bar? Is she holding a sword?
You want some wine? Maybe half a cup. You know I'm trying to cut out liquids. I got Gail. Yeah, I got Gail. So looking at this, I stopped taking down notes and lines very quickly in this episode.
It's a little chaotic.
There's a lot going on in this episode.
I have to say that I, as a person, I think as a woman as well, I don't befriend people that I don't think would not get along. I think for a fact that all the close friends that I have, if I put them all in one room together, they would all get along.
No, yeah, that makes...
But I also surround myself with neurodivergent people.
No, that's a good way to go about it. Because I think about this, especially with the wedding that I was just in, which I will be using stories from this for at least the next four months. But
yeah,
because that's always a concern, when you're crafting, because we spend so long with her, or I spent so long with her, begging her to lock down a guest list for that bachelorette party.
Oh my God.
Because I kept telling her, I'm like, I want to plan things. I want to be able to do things for you. We're getting close, but we want to be able to do this. I can't order things until I know who's coming, and I can't know who's coming until you tell me who to talk to and who I need to like, like stalk for their email or something. So like ultimately who ended up coming, it was a great group of people because again, she's also very similar in that she befriends very similar type people. So we all got on really well. We had a good time. It was like, and there were people that knew each other. So like no one was there who only knew Becca. I don't think.
Okay.
If there were people that only knew Becca, then everyone got on great anyway. But there's something to be said about how you curate your close friends and like what those kinds of situations turn into.
Because like a lot of my friends are a little bit like you.
That's gotta be exhausting.
But then I also not really. But then I think with that though, that also comes with the fact that all of my friends are understanding and patient. That's more so what I mean. They're understanding, they're patient, they're very loving. And then because like Sammy is as well. I put Sammy's on the same tier as well. But with Sammy, I'm like, everyone gets along with Sammy. How do you not get along with Sammy?
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes with Sammy, and it's like, oh my God, I love this person. Like, you can't help it. But like the other friends that I have that I, get to see on a more regular basis.
I live a little closer.
So, a little bit closer. Like quite literally one of them, my child is with one of them right now. Because, she can just go spend the night at my friend's house. That's the kind of friendships I have. Like, I feel like you guys would probably be up there with that too. Because keep in mind, my child is not, little.
No, yeah.
She's preteen. So, like, it is kind of cool to be like, yeah, no, it's like my godchild's just kind of hanging out for the evening. Like, that's how that would be. But, like, I don't fully understand Linda's experience here.
Yeah, of like not, well, I think a little bit of it is a little bit of she doesn't think everyone's going to get along, which is part of it because Gretchen's a real, because I would say Gretchen is a case of, I know I've said before that she's Linda's Teddy. She's not. Ginger is Linda's Teddy.
No.
Gretchen is the acquaintance who thinks she's a closer friend than she is.
So Mort?
Yeah. But more annoying. Because Mort's
not as
Mort
annoying.
Is, he thinks he's closer than he is, but he's not pressed about the fact that he's left out of things. Versus Gretchen makes her presence real known. So I do see from a standpoint of she really likes the dynamic she has with Ginger, and therefore she wants to hang out with her by herself.
And they don't get to hang out.
Yeah, they don't get to hang out a lot. Like, not that like when you do come to visit, whenever that is, like obviously you will get to meet whatever friends are around because people live my friends also live all over the place. But like, I do want you to meet the people in my life, but also I want to spend time with you because it's so limited. Is that kind of thing?
Yeah.
So I do see
exactly same here. Like if you ever get a chance to visit, you will definitely be meeting my friends. Like I want to make sure that happens, but then it'll be a lot more of like I'm spending time with her while she's here. See you guys later. It'd be like it'd be like, hey, we're just gonna go hang out for an evening with my friends so that they can meet you. So that way it's not like, so Lauren, because I think I mentioned your name tonight when I was like picking up one of my children. And then my friend's just like, Lauren? And I'm like, Lauren, you already know who Lauren is. And she goes, oh, yeah. I can't keep using lesbian as a descriptor, though.
No, you know it a few too many of us.
I do. I seem to collect you guys.
Well, I was talking to someone in my family, and we were mentioning, I'm not going to say names, but
yeah, it's fine.
We were talking about something someone was doing with, I'm going to use the name Joe because I want to use the actual name. That's fine. The person I was talking to went like, wait, this one? I went, no, the gay one. Oh, wait, that doesn't help you.
See, that's my thing, though, is I think only 2 of my friends are straight. Which is funny for me, though, because there's situations like where I could be with you and Sammy, and I'm just like, I am the straightest person in this situation, or the least queer. But then I go hang out with other friends, and I'm like, I am the gayest person in this room. That the dichotomy of a bisexual. I love the limo. The limo
invitational. Those challenges were very specific.
They were
like the prom one especially was they. I mean, the thing that they're having them test obviously with that is the parallel parking. But the prom queen had to hide behind a trash can. They have to parallel park, come by, and pick her up. Like that's. You had that. You had because like the one that like was the most expected was, I think, the businessman one was like, you have to get them there while they are holding a cup of hot. They didn't have to use hot coffee. They could have just used coffee. Like you're testing the stains.
It added to the humor.
I know,
though.
but we don't want to have a McDonald's lawsuit on our hands here.
Okay, but that was actually valid. That woman had like third-degree burns on her lap, and she was like in her 60s.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm just saying we don't need to be causing these situations.
No, I know. I always feel like I have to defend that woman whenever someone brings that up, and I'm just like, she had third-degree burns on her lap, and she was like elderly.
Then you had the zombie one that the kids got to just knock everything out with water guns. That's just fun.
Yeah, that was just fun. Like, you got Jean and Louise dressed up as grandmas shooting zombies. Like that. Louise's excitement was, I think, one of my favorite parts of. She's like, zombies? Yeah. We get zombies in this too? She's like, let's go.
You know, it's the biggest and only night in limo racing. Go big or go home.
Right? And I get Tina's, like, emotions and everything else. She's got, she's still got a few more years.
Yeah, she's got time. Prom is...
I can't say anything. I went to 3 proms.
I just went to... I know, you're Miss Popular. I didn't go to any extraneous proms. We had junior prom and senior prom. I went to both.
I got invited. Well, so in my defense, my brother was a senior when I was a freshman. So, of course, all of, like, the seniors kind of, you know... Like, oh, wait, we know your brother, so now you're one of us. And so they befriended me. And then they're like, well, you have to come to prom with us. It's our senior prom. Let's take the freshmen. And then when I was a sophomore, I was dating a senior. So I also then got invited to prom. And then, of course, once I was a junior, I was like, well, it's my junior prom. Once I hit my senior year, I was like, I've done 3 of these. I'm staying home. So
yeah, my junior,
because I also had military ball all 4 years.
Yeah, we didn't have. Our school wasn't big on like big fancy dances outside of prom. Like we had a homecoming dance. We
didn't have that.
None of us went to it. Also, it wasn't like a big thing you got dressed for. Like it was just like it was kind of like an event you went to at the gym. Like no one really did anything fancy for it. Junior prom, I went to both proms with the same guy. I remember. The way he asked me to junior prom was he just texted me to meet him outside of my locker like before last period, and it was just very, very quick. I'm just like, do you want to go to junior prom? And like, yes. And that was like the end of the whole conversation. But then senior prom, there was drama. So this is also the guy that I had the very unrequited crush on for most of high school, and now we're both gay.
There's something to be said.
There's a lot going on there. But so he was like my best friend, so besides Becca, so he was like, we were close, but he was dating another friend of mine earlier in the year, so I kind of figured, okay, he's gonna probably go to, like, if they're still dating, they're gonna go to prom together, obviously, so like just didn't think anything of it. And they broke up at some point. I don't remember when in the year it was, like, but like well enough ahead of time for prom. Like we didn't really start going prom dress shopping until like February, I want to say. So like we're talking probably like them dating and breaking up was all first semester, I would say. So
okay, but
I remember because this friend was a neighbor of mine, so my mom and we drove her to school. So she was very quiet one day, and I didn't really know. No, sorry, I found out beforehand. So another friend of ours just told me. So they broke up. I was like, okay. It's like, and your name was mentioned, and I was like, what? I have done nothing. I didn't do anything.
Miss Popular.
I didn't do anything. We're just friends. With my deep, unrequited love for him. But it's beside the point. I didn't do anything. But luckily that friend had told me, because the next morning she was really quiet and she didn't say anything. And then like the end of the next day, she told me that she had asked him, what about prom, since they weren't dating anymore. And he apparently had said, I would rather go with Lauren. Dude! You don't fucking say that. You just say, I'd rather we go with other people, and then you ask me separately. You don't tell her that.
You're talking about a teenage boy.
Yeah.
Like,
but still. So, like, that happened. But, like, he knew that we drove her to school. We didn't drive her to school after that. Basically, that was the end of that. I didn't do it. I legitimately did nothing.
It's not your
fault,
I can't
but
help
it's
understanding for her to not want to.
Yeah. But when it came to prom dress shopping, my mom really wanted to go with me, which was fine, and also because I could get a better dress at the store we were going to than where I was going with my friends. But my friends like were really insistent that I go dress shopping with them. So we and I couldn't figure out why. Like the one that was like really building it up was like the very boy crazy one. So like she was like very insistent, like we all go dress shopping together as a friend group. And I was like, okay.
Like this isn't Twilight.
Like I basically I told her, I was like, I'll try stuff on if I see anything cute, but like I'm gonna do the big one with my mom because I kind of like her opinion better. Also, the dress I ended up with was gorgeous. Like I just to this day I love my prom dress. But we tried on some stuff. We like had lunch. We went back, and a bunch of my friends like were like picking out dresses for me, and I couldn't quite figure out why. I was like, I'm not buying anything. Becca literally just grabbed a dress and just shoved me in a dressing room. She's like, I was like, something was up. So eventually I tried it on. It didn't fit. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Becca's like, oh, I have another one. You have to come out and see it. And I was like, just give it to me. This is so much easier than figure this out. She went, no, you have to get dressed and come out here again. He had shown up to us. They had planned a whole promposal. That's why they were so insistent I go with them. It was very cute. He showed up in the suit that he wore to junior prom with a bouquet of like plastic roses, and he proposed in the middle of the dress store. It was very cute.
Damn, I didn't get not one promposal.
It was very, very cute. I will admit it was very cute. But and then
no, I went to my junior prom with my ex-boyfriend that him and I had broken up like a month before because he was cheating on me.
You still
Only
went?
for apparently the girl. Yeah, I went to be with my friends. Like we went together and like tried to hang out a little bit and like be like nice to each other, but then he ended up going down and making out with the exact same girl that he had cheated on me with. So I was like, I'm staying with my friends. Like, you have fun with that, dude. No, thank you. Or was that my sophomore one? I don't fucking remember. All I know is prom sucked.
Yeah, junior prom was just like a slightly better like high school dance. Like we all got dressed up nicely, but it was still in our gym.
Yeah.
Senior prom was the one that was actually at a place, and like we got a limo and we did things, and we like did like a whole weekend and stuff at my friend's house.
So what'd you think of the episode?
It was an okay episode. Actually, I think this one was the higher. Actually, I said okay episode. As I look at my score, I did actually really enjoy this one. I think I did enjoy the limo invitational a little bit more because this was one. Now that I'm reading my notes again,
we don't have the same type of like female relationships.
We don't, but this episode was interesting in the way that it was split up because I could see either half being intended as the A plot.
Yeah, it was kind of like a simultaneous
like
thing.
Each one was given equal weight, equal brevity, and equal equal character development. Like Linda had a lesson to learn and Tina had a lesson to learn, and there was fun and chaos in both. Like there wasn't really one that like neither had enough for a full episode by itself, but this was two things that like normally would have been paired with a smaller B plot. Both of them would have been paired with a smaller B plot.
But it was pretty even.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was saying like I couldn't quite figure out which one was supposed to be the A plot at the end of the day.
I think too is the A plot.
But actually I think I found the limitation a little more fun. But I called at the beginning like we're not gonna actually see Ginger's face. That's not happening. That wasn't happening.
I don't think we have. We haven't until like we still haven't seen Ginger's face. So. Which, you know, is going to be so much fun since we don't get new episodes of Bob's Burgers until 2027 and they are no longer doing holiday episodes. Oh, I'm really upset. This just feels, I know they've renewed for like 4 more seasons, but this just feels like the beginning of the end.
Yeah, no, I agree.
This feels like the beginning of the end. Yeah, cool, 4 more seasons, but they're going to be short and we don't get holiday. Because like the whole bullshit of like, oh, the holiday episodes aren't rewatchable. Bitch, Hulu puts out the actual list of holiday episodes per holiday so you can watch them.
The Simpsons too.
I watch them every year for each holiday. I know everybody does. Like that's what you do. When I'm making Thanksgiving dinner, you know what's on my screen? Bob's Burgers. Christmas Eve, Bob's Burgers. Halloween, Bob's Burgers.
Random Tuesday, Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. I mean... Yeah. So what did you rate this one?
Despite how little of the episode we actually talked about.
I know. We got into the prom talk.
I gave it a 10 for plot. I really... I liked both halves. I just couldn't figure out which was supposed to be which. And I gave it 9s for personal and character. It's got a 28. This was a very enjoyable episode to watch.
I actually gave plot and personal both 10s, and I gave character 9 because Gretchen.
Yeah.
I could even deal with Gail in this one. It wasn't too bad except for her feet fungus. But I am not the biggest fan of, so it's a 29. So I'm not a huge fan of Gretchen.
Same.
Like, there's just things that she does and says that I'm just like, how are you there's no way. Oh, I forgot.
I can see that. It's fine. I know what it is.
Sorry.
I saw that too. I know what it is. It's fine.
But like, I just look at Gretchen and I'm like, how are you a functioning adult?
Well, because like she's like, I mean, to say that she is the female Teddy, whether she's Linda's equivalent to Teddy is yet to be seen. But we don't get enough of her that you can get at any level desensitized to her. Versus Teddy, we get a lot of him. So like him just kind of being incompetent about things, it's just Teddy. You're used to that at that point. We don't see enough Gretchen for that really to be a thing.
Yeah, it's just I think I just struggle to find a woman to be that way, because most women I know, they're in charge of everything.
Yeah,
we take care of shit. Like, you don't see as much as the incompetence.
Well,
with women,
I agree. But like, you know how you say like, without me and my spreadsheets, our podcast would have no structure and wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
I have another instance where someone specifically said, without you, this would have no structure and wouldn't exist. And it's like, not even my day job. It's another thing. This is the thread that I can't say exactly what it is because we don't really have anything to announce yet.
That's fine.
But it's the thread that I posted the other day where it's like, when you leave a group of narrators to get like alone long enough, they're bound to create a production company.
Oh.
So maybe something's going to happen with that. We'll see. But
you'll tell me when you're ready.
Unsurprising. Oh, I can tell you guys, can't tell the podcast. But unsurprisingly, in said Discord server, I finally begged the owner of the server to give me the role spreadsheet master, and I'm purple now. Can
we make you a sticker or like a pin
that just says spreadsheet master?
Spreadsheet master, or a mug, like a mug and a pin.
Name badge. I need like a magnet name.
You need a name
badge that says, "Hi, my name is Lauren. I am the spreadsheet master."
It makes me think of what is it, Ghostbusters? I'm the gatekeeper. I am the gatekeeper. I am the key master.
I am the spreadsheet master. Thank you all for listening. Join us next time when we discuss Once Upon a Time, episode 614, page 23. Don't forget to like, rate, and follow the podcast wherever you listen so you can be notified every time we publish a new episode. Follow us at OBDYK_pod on Instagram and Blue Sky. And if you'd like to join our Patreon, you can find the link with more details in our show notes.
This has been an episode of Okay, But Did You Know? A TV and media podcast. It was hosted by Katie and Lauren and edited by Katie.